And we back. Now, y'all, I've been mistaken the entire time I've been making videos here on KOT for a Q. See, I've been going through the comment section trying to pick out some what I thought to be difficult rebuilding challenges. Little did I know, y'all didn't want the difficult ones. You want the easiest one imaginable. I've seen it on the comment section a few times, and today's the day. Since it is Sunday, it's the day we sit back and relax. I am doing the literally easiest rebuild ever. What's the entertainment value in that? I don't know, but somebody suggested it, and I'm a man of the people. It came from Aiden. He says the easiest rebuilding challenge. You have the first pick in a fixed draft and turn trade difficulty down to 0. See how good you can be. Well, considering I've already aced a bunch of the really hard challenges, this one should be a walk in the park. But it's going to be fun. So be sure to leave a like on the video. Link in the description to my other channels where I'm doing reactions. And I'm also got a My Career series. Both of them have been super, super fun. Go show support over there. Also over here. All right. If you're new, subscribe here. All right. Let's go do the easiest rebuilding challenge in existence. Now, again, in a normal rebuilding video, the trade difficulty is at 50. That is the base level, and that's the way we always record our videos. So this means that this whole rebuilding challenge is going to be so easy to make any trades. And also in a normal rebuilding video, when we do a fantasy draft, we have it on serpentines, which means that if you have the first pick in the first round, you're going to have the last pick in the second round because they want you to balance out the teams. But in Aiden's challenge, he wants us to do fixed. Which means that we're going to have the first pick of every single round, and I'm going to draft it. Oh, yeah, best believe I'm going to draft it. So I'm going to pick my Chicago Bulls. Yes, we need some help, and any chance I get to make the Bulls better, I will. And the Hornets would have had the first overall pick, but nah. Aiden said, give it to my Bulls, and let's go ahead and put together the best possible team. Now, in a normal rebuild, when you do the fantasy draft and you simulate, they take Luka with the first overall pick. They always do. But I'm only doing a one-year challenge. And if I only need one, I only got 1 year. I only need 1 year. I'm going to go with the guy that's a 97 overall. That has, you know, that's led a bunch of teams to championship runs. I'm going with LeBron James. I'm going with LeBron James, the first pick. Luka could go number 2, all of that. I went with LeBron because I think he's the best player in the NBA. With our second pick, all right, let's see what we're doing with our second pick. We have all-star Chris Middleton, Kemba Walker, Rudy Gobert, Chris Paul. We got a bunch of all-stars. I see D-Book, another all-star down here. D-Book, but D-Book is always the guy you can trade for. And I trade for him on 50% trade, difficulty. So I know it's going to be super easy to trade for him if I need to later. So I'm going to leave him there. And I think I'm just going to go one of the best guys available and get Kemba Walker to be, LeBron James' running mate for now. Of course, it's a rebuilding challenge, so everything you see might get thrown out the window. So the next player we're going to draft, I'm going to take Gallinari's 1-year contract, add him to the list. In a lot of situations, we probably should go with some of the younger picks in the draft. But I ain't really thinking about it like that. I'm not really thinking about that. So we're going to go with this next pick. We'll go with Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is always a guy I really love to have on the team. I did just see DeJounte Murray. I probably would have taken DeJounte Murray if I knew he was there. Let's bring Big Boogie to the team. But again, this is a rebuild challenge. So for the rest of these picks, I'm just going to go around and select what I think is interesting. And then once the regular season comes around, we'll do our trades. Actually didn't care about picks number 7 through 14. My bad. So let's see what they gave me. Let's see what they gave me. I got LeBron on my roster. So I am pretty confident that no matter what we do, this team is going to be a championship contender. But here's the rest of the roster. They picked up Norm Powell, Brooke, Todd, Zach Randolph, Old Self, Justin Holiday, Chris Dunn. We got some former Bulls. Look at these former Bulls. Chris Dunn, Justin Holiday, David Nwaba. Who else? Todd Gibson. Whoo. All right, let's make LeBron have the best roster he's ever played with. Let's see if there's a team out there selling the rebuilding that we can snag their pieces. I see Ben Simmons. That would be interesting to see those two point forward type players play together, but it ain't going to happen. Tell me that Klay Thompson ain't like the perfect mold of a player to play alongside LeBron. So I'm going to try to give them Gallinari. I'll also give you Marvin Williams. Yeah, because you want that old man, big old contract. We'll give you 2 firsts and the deal is done. You see how easy of a trade that was with 0% trade difficulty? Now we have Klay Thompson onto the team. So the next thing is to try to flip Big Boogie because I didn't realize the contract they got on him is $21 million. I'd rather not have that. So let's go ahead and throw Boogie in a trade finder. With that trade we just did, we need like a small forward, or we need a power forward center. Because we got this backcourt in LeBron. I'm not saying Kemba Walker is safe by any means, because anybody can get flipped in the video. But for right now, he's cool. I'm going to trade Boogie for this 4-star first-round pick. I don't know what I'm going to flip that 4-star pick to, but it's going to be something legendary. That pick is 4 stars? Come on, man. Listen, we may mess around and go get Steph Curry. We may mess around and get Steph Curry or Damian Lillard, because that pick is so valuable. So valuable. I mean, there's not a really... I mean, Anthony Davis, I'm sure he's going to be untouchable. That pick is so valuable that I could probably snag one of these 2 dudes. Orlando Magic and San Antonio Spurs. All right, Spurs, you want Kemba Walker. You want this pick. You see what 0% trade difficulty does? Not only are we getting Steph Curry to be with LeBron James, they're throwing in DeMar DeRozan. They just want Marcus Smart and Justin Holiday. Deal. What? Like I said, the easiest rebuilding challenge ever. I can get used to playing on settings like this. Let me keep it a buck. I can get used to playing on settings like this. Okay. So we have Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, LeBron James. Nice, right? Nice. All right, now our bigs need a lot of help, though. But we got picks still. Like, even though we just traded for all the things we traded for, we still got picks that can help us get better centers. DeMar DeRozan's on the roster, and I don't want DeMar DeRozan on the roster, so I'm going to flip him for whatever center power forward I can find that's better. Like Kristaps Porzingis. Rui Hachimura's coming to the team, too. He'll be a starting center technically right now. Power forward right now. But he's not safe considering he's young. He's got that trade value, but that's easy. Now let's get an all-star caliber power forward or center, because Porzingis, his overall goes up if you make him a power forward, just like pretty much every center. So I'm going to throw Taj Gibson, Rui Hachimura, and his last first-round pick I have to go center, power forward, one of the 2. Hey, y'all. You know what time it is. It's Bam Bam time. Listen, I want to go 82-0 at this point. I want to go close to it, and Bam Bam helps that. Look at this lineup. Look at this lineup right now. Steph, Klay, LeBron, Bam, and Kristaps. Then off the bench, we still have Marcus Morris. We have Mook up in there. We got Norm Powell. We got Brook Lopez. J.R. Smith is getting PT. I don't really like that too much. So let's go find a backup point guard that we can trust more. And with the picks I have, you know what? I still got some seconds. You know, I may be able to flip Brook Lopez with the trade difficulty being so low, and a second-round pick could get an upgrade at backup center. Sure, Clint. Let's just get all of the people onto the team. Let's get the highest overall roster imaginable with the settings we have. So let's go get this point guard, hopefully, with David Nwaba. And I'm guessing David Nwaba's not good enough to get you a point guard. But I'll throw in Chris Dunn. I'll throw in Chris Dunn on top of that, and it'll probably give me, like, there you go. Monte Morris is always a good pick. Jalen Brunson, we got Kendrick Nunn. I like Jalen Brunson a lot, so that might be the guy we trade for. I know I saw a lot of short kings in this trade finder. Trust me, I saw them all. But I'm going to go with Jalen Brunson. And I think that might be the last trades we do. You know what? Klay Thompson's great, but nobody is safe from getting thrown into the trade finder. I don't know what the upgrade from Klay Thompson would be that fits, considering he's such a two-way player, you know what I'm saying? Bradley Beal is interesting, obviously, especially if we get Dennis Schroeder in return. Russell Westbrook is always going to be an interesting piece. This is a hard decision to make, because just technically, just by itself, Klay Thompson is the perfect shooting guard for LeBron James. He doesn't need the ball to create. I mean, a man dropped 1,000 points on like 6 dribbles once upon a time. Bradley Beal and Dennis Schroeder, though. Dennis Schroeder puts it a little bit over the top. You know what? We're going to keep with Klay. We're going to stay with Klay. And if things ain't going amazingly with him, we know that trade is there. All right, is this our roster? I think this might be our roster, man. This is going to be our roster. The last thing is to fire this man. It's to fire that boy. And the best thing that fits is balance, 7 seconds, perimeter centric, or basically fire him for anybody, because everything works when you have an all-star caliber lineup like we do. So we're just gonna go ahead and bring in a space and pace coach and make it a 10-man rotation and simulate. Hold on. 4-3? I was not expecting to lose this many games at all. Definitely didn't expect to start off 4-3. What is happening? What is happening? Klay Thompson is playing, like, shooting it amazingly. Kristaps is doing his thing. LeBron and Steph Curry are always going to be great. 4 and 3, bro? What? Where? How? Why? Oh, we only really need a 9-man rotation. I don't know why I put it on 10. Make it a 9-man rotation. Do I just get Bradley Beal? Should I just do that trade? Should I just do that trade? Should I just do the trade? We can also bring in Dennis Schroeder was on top of that. I'm gonna do it. Sorry, Klay. I know you're the first person we traded for, and I appreciate you. He was having a great season too, but I need the depth. And now Dennis Schroeder, who's averaging 18 on the season, comes in. How did we lose that many games to start off the season? I don't understand it. And if we lose 10 games this season, I'm going to be really upset with my team. This is supposed to be the easiest rebuild challenge, and I've had teams start off way better than this. All right, y'all. So we went on that nice run. We were expecting to go on. See, I just knew it was going to take. I probably should have drafted Luka. Look at those numbers. I knew it was going to take. I guess you can't look at those numbers, huh? Now you can. There you go. Numbers look amazing. Here are all the awards. I probably should have selected him, but LeBron was all NBA first team too. He put up 23, 10, and 7. His career high in assists per game because, I mean, he had the most weapons he's ever played with. Chicago Bulls, of course, we have Stephen Curry too. He averaged about 22 and 10 as well. 2 people averaging 10 assists on the roster. All right. And that's pretty much it. Defensive team, Chicago's LeBron defensive team at 35 years old, still clamping up, still clamping these fools up. So we are the 1 seed, as you can imagine, winning 76 games. It is the easiest rebuilding challenge. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's even close out east, at least 22 games behind. We ended the season on a 41 game win streak. 41, 28.3 point differential. Oh boy, that's beautiful. Bradley Beal averaged 22. Bam averages 13. Porzingis averages 17. Clint Capella is 11. 13 for Dennis Schroeder. Mook averages only 5. And yeah, the rest is the rest. All right, first round, we're going against Philly. Let's see who Philly has on the roster. If we don't go 16 and 0, there's a big time problem with the system. Considering we just won 40 plus in a row. If we don't continue that streak, have the longest win streak in the history of any sport. I can't say that because I don't watch any other sports. So maybe there's a soccer team out there in the world that was on a 40 plus game win streak, or a lacrosse team, or I don't know. The only thing I know is NBA, and no NBA team has ever won 41, 42 in a row. So we're 8-0 in the playoffs so far. I didn't even get to see who's on this Washington team because it kind of was irrelevant. They had Anthony Davis, cool. In the conference finals, we're going against Ben Simmons, Lance Stevenson. That's all we really need to see. Lance Stevenson's on the other team, so this is probably going 7 games. JK. Aiden, thank you for boosting my ego by having me put together the best team in NBA history by far. No, they didn't. Luka! Of course it's Luka to take a game from us. Of course it is. All right, whatever, man. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. Hopefully, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all days. Link in the description to all these other videos I talked about in the intro. If you got to this point, you had to enjoy something, right? So that deserves a like, if you ask me. You watched the whole video and you trying to tell me you're not trying to leave a like? What is your problem? Y'all are wild these days.